Good morning, my folks. What's happening, Knicks Twitter? I'm on the road. It's a beautiful Thursday morning. Sun is shining. DMX is on my radio. And we got that win. And that's all I care about right now. I tell you what. I will say this, man. We definitely know how to make things hard on ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We definitely know how to do that very well. We know how to make things difficult. I don't know why we like to make things difficult with all these. I mean, dude, we started the game very strong in the first 5 minutes of the game. Defense was stout. Of course, we weren't hitting nothing, but the defense was stout, at least for the first couple of minutes. But then they withstanded that. They withstood it. Primarily, they withstood it because Randall was having another off night. And, so they came back and started dropping them Trae bombs and stuff that they like to drop and all of that. And suddenly we down by 13. We fight, we get back in it, then all of a sudden we down by 15 later on in the daggone game, going into the second quarter, going into the third. I feel like, honestly, I feel like Randall has the weight of the world on his shoulders, and it's on his mind. I mean, I'm glad he got most improved player. That's most definitely what's up. He deserved that. He earned that. He worked so hard to get that, and he got it. But then it's on his brain. Yo, I'm an all-star. I'm the most improved player. I'm the team leader. I gotta do. And it's like he's in his head. And a lot of the deferment that I saw yesterday was, I don't want to mess up. I don't want to mess up for the guys. So I'm going to do the driving and stuff, but then I'm going to defer. I'm not going to take the shot because I'm not confident in my shot. That's not the Randall we need right now. You have been confident in yourself and in your abilities all season. We need you to continue, get out of your head, my brother. Get out of your head. Stop thinking about the stuff. Stop thinking. Just relax. I don't know what Zen techniques you've heard of or anything like that, but follow some of them Zens. You know what I mean, and woosah some of that pressure, bro, because it's hindering you. And there might have been rust in game one, not rust, but nerves and jitters and stuff, because RJ and Randall both struggled, but RJ did not struggle last night. RJ was his RJ self, and I love this kid, man. You know what I mean? I'm still a little annoyed with Tibbs and his rotations, though, sometimes, because I promise you, dude, I'm glad that Rose was out there, but I'm also monitoring quietly Rose's minutes. And Burks is a good scorer, but I honestly feel like they need to get Frank Byrne on Trae. I mean, if Elf ain't up to the task, that's fine and all that. I get that. But you got another defensive guy, and I can't even front. It's getting on my nerves that you're using 10 seconds in a game now. For this inbound play at the last second of the first half, and then you see him again at the last moment of the second half. If you go do that, you might as well just not play him. Because it's not like he's getting on there. It's not like he's warming up or getting any juice going. To put a cold Frank on a hot Trae last game, that didn't make any sense to me at all, to be perfectly honest. You know what I mean? He's not in the flow of the game. He's not in the game, so it's not like he's got his sweat up or anything, and he's loose for his movements in the laterals. And you gotta be laterally ready and prepared for Trae because he's a lateral ball player. He moves. He moves side to side. He moves north and south. So listen, I didn't do. I was all within my emotions in game one, so I apologize that I did not have my next recap for you guys. I did kind of an in-game recap during the game, which is something I never do. And honestly, I'm not a fan of the Trae Young chants and stuff. I get it, do you do? But the way I look at it is, if you give them some sauce and give them some juice and some flavor, then they can give it back to you, and there's nothing we can say or do about it. You know what I mean? And just like listen, I want us to beat that ass. Pardon my French. But that's how I look at it. To me, that is the greatest smack talk. We sent you home. You have nothing to say. Bye. You know what I mean? So the rest of it, all right. You know what I mean? Do what y'all do. We haven't been in this capacity in a minute. That's why we having wild fun. All right. But it don't really float my boat. You know what I mean? And getting too vulgar is kind of corny, yo. You know what I mean? We're better. Mike Breen and them said it last night, yo. We are better than that. We are. I mean, I know there's folk that's an old man's point of view. I'ma just say this: stop using ageism on Twitter, guys. It's a really bad look. You know what I mean? We could have differences of opinion and all of that, and that's fine. But yo, respect your elders and respect the ideas of the youth. Everybody respect each other, man. It gets ridiculous sometimes. It just does. But all right, back to the game. I said this in one of my in-game recaps during Game One. I was really waxing poetically about the young pups, and I'm doing it again because, dude, they are they are ready. It's like they don't know to be nervous, and I love that, especially Obi. I know that it's like quickly had his emergence during the regular season, but I'm seeing Obi's emergence in the playoffs, and it's sweet. It's so sweet. And he's just gonna continue and continue to get better. We got another little ace in him. You know what I mean? And here's the thing: Quickly is playing well, but he's not scoring like the Quickly we are used to. So to me, there's another way and flow in which to put Frank into this game for defensive purposes. I mean, because I'm sorry, Quickly he tries very hard, but he's not the greatest defender yet. He'll get there, but not quite yet. And Frank has size. I'm not I'm not homerisming on Frank. I'm literally just looking at other defensive options that we could definitely use. And the one knock that people have been giving to Tibbs is the fact that he kind of sticks to his guys in his rotations. And there was times last night that Derek looked a little tired, but I felt like Tibbs did not feel like he had something that could come off the bench and keep that flow going. I will say this: in the fourth quarter, Burks only had like 10 something points, yo. In the fourth quarter, I was wondering how come RJ wasn't there, and the only person that was different was Burks. And I get that Burks is a fourth quarter guy, but RJ is a second half guy. You know what I mean? He was part of the comeback that brought us back in that third quarter, and he should have had the time to finish in that game. I feel like, you know what I mean. But there is some other news before I let y'all go this morning. There's some other news. Apparently, CBS has floated the rumor that Mitch is on the mend and close to returning. And even Macri brought that up yesterday on Twitter. Nothing concrete yet, but if we can win this series, I think he will be back for round two. And that will be spectacular because we will need that. Like going up against either, who are we going up against? The Nets or somebody? Yeah. We could use him going up against the Nets if we get past Atlanta. You know what I mean? No, it's not the Nets. I'm sorry. Pardon me. It's Philly. That hammer they put on the Wizards last night was tough. I mean, and I'm not blaming anything on Westbrook. That is so lame and tired. It really is. I mean, at the end of the day, it's only two folk there right now. It's only Beal and Westbrook. Everybody else is like role players. Like everybody else is role players right now. You know what I mean? So they go fight and they have been fighting. They just don't have enough right now. You know. But overall, these playoffs have been a lot of fun. And tonight on the Candid Corner, yes, we're doing the Candid Corner tonight because, sorry, the Knicks was playing last night. And Mr. Lou is a Philly dude, so Philly was playing last night. So we were like, yo, we'll do the show on Thursday. So tonight, 9 o'clock, it'll be us, in effect. It might be 8 o'clock, actually. We might be going 8 o'clock. Yes, matter of fact, we're going 8 o'clock. We're going a little early tonight. And you know what I mean? My man JR Knickknacks is gonna be in the building. J Ski, yes. You know what I mean? Of the new podcast show, Nick City Bockers, is coming. You know what I mean? So he's gonna be on, and we may have some more surprises to do further recaps of this wonderful playoffs we going in. So stay tuned, stick around. I hope you enjoyed this morning's recap. Let's go Knicks. I'm really proud of y'all. We got that game down. Now we just got to go to Atlanta, win them two, come home, win the last one, and we done. All right? All right. I'll see y'all on Twitter.